hi, I'm Natalia, and I'm the tech and product lead by IMC. I come originally from Ukraine, and I have a PhD in computer science from TU Vienna.
My name is Chieh, and I was born in Taiwan. I studied at IMC, and now at IMC I'm responsible for project management as well as the stakeholder management.
So at IMC we're trying to help social organizations foremost to manage the huge amounts of non-monetary physical donations that they obtain regularly.
What we are trying to do is to provide a platform so they can get an overview of what they already have in order to help people more efficiently and effectively. And additionally also for donors that they can know what's really needed for each of the organization. And it's really super difficult, for example, for social workers when they are really on the time constraints and they don't really have an overview of what they have. At the same time, I realized that, for example, at IMC there is a wellness lab or actually also the ideation playground, and there I could freely share my thoughts and what could be the possibility, these are the problems, whether there are ways to solve these problems. And actually based on this first exchange, we also received the information that there is another program, it's called a so-called Creative Pre-Incubator, where we then have different workshops, so we dig into the problems and really try to address these issues from different angles. We felt supported and get different kind of expertise, so that we were able to present this idea in a way that's really like what's the problem, what's the solution, to pitch this idea really like a business idea. And there we won the so-called demo day, and that was, I would say, maybe one of the biggest reward of the effort, and also to have the possibility and the option to raise awareness of this kind of problems. You know, with this social idea to be sent to the USA to participate in the boot camp conducted by gewann. So it was at UC Berkeley. It was an awesome experience because you have just 100 or more than 100 people around you and just feel this energy. You have to push, you have to adapt, you have to pivot immediately within hours, you know, from Austria to US environment. You have no idea what's going on, but you have to. And it's kind of also learning how to deal with different mindset and different situations.
Yeah, so it is important for me to bring social sector to the tech area so that it becomes more accessible for students as well as other researchers actually to focus on the problems that were so far heavily overlooked within the research community. And the other reason is also that we want to strengthen the certain new standards within the social sector, and that's why open source is here quite important. What has been done so far, like we have now a running prototype. We've also won INE award with Raiffeisen, so we are now partnered with Raiffeisen Bank in St. Pölten, which we find really cool.
We got accepted by Effiziente, so actually it's the follow-up program of CPI, where we now receive further support to further shape this idea. And yeah, even a social idea can be a business idea.